You are welcome to another edition of sharing information about trade or trade info on DPA TV. I will continue the line of thought I started recently when I was talking about items that can be exported from Nigeria. The last video I talked about, if you are not seeing the video, item for which Nigeria is a top producer plus their harvest season. Item, that's commodities that Nigeria is largest producer and their harvest season. In this video, I'll be talking about what each Nigerian state have to offer the export market. What each Nigerian state have to offer the export market. And I will start with Southwest, and I will start with Agric. Southwest states include Lagos, Ekiti, Oyo, Osun, and Ondo and Ogun. Please note, this video is not exhaustive. Please, it's not exhaustive. Don't crucify me and say, oh, I didn't mention some of the things your state have to offer. Don't crucify me. This video is not exhaustive. This video is not exhaustive. So please, in case I did not mention some other things your state can produce, please do not crucify me. All right, now, Southwest. Lagos, apart from coconut, which is not here, we also have cassava and vegetable. Ekiti State, in Southwest, cocoa, cassava, yam, cashew nut, vegetable. Oyo State, cocoa, cotton, cassava, shea nut, yam, cashew nut, vegetable. Osun State, cocoa, cotton, cashew, cassava, yam, vegetable. Ondo, cocoa, cotton, cassava, palm produce. That's why we have Okitipupa. Palm produce, yam, cashew nut, and vegetable. Ogun State, cocoa, cotton, cassava, yam, cashew nut, and vegetables. Let's move on to another geopolitical zone of Nigeria. Let's go to the southeast, where we have Anambra, Enugu, Imo, Abia, and Ebonyi State. Anambra, cassava, yam, palm produce, and vegetable. Enugu, cassava, yam, palm produce, and vegetable. Imo, you have cocoa, cotton, groundnut, yam, palm produce, vegetable, and rubber. Abia, cocoa, yam, palm produce, vegetable, and rubber. Ebonyi, cocoa, cassava, vegetable, and rice. Like I said, it's not exhaustive, so some things are missed out. Just to paint a picture that every state in Nigeria has something to offer. Every state in Nigeria. And you will notice that states that are congruent, that are side by side in the same region, tends to produce similar products. States that are congruent, side by side in the same region, tend to produce similar products. Still talking about Agric, now I'm in South, and I'm talking about Cross River, Akwa Ibom, Edo State, Delta State, Rivers State, and Bayelsa State. What are the agricultural products they have to offer? Akwa Ibom, cocoa, cassava, yam, palm produce, and vegetable. Example products in Cross River, cocoa, cassava, yam, palm produce, rubber, and vegetable. Example products in Delta, cocoa, cassava, yam, palm produce, rubber, and vegetable. Exported products in Edo State, cocoa, cassava, yam, palm produce, rubber, groundnut, soya beans, and vegetable. River State, exported products in River State, cocoa, cassava, yam, palm produce, rubber, vegetable, and timber. Bayelsa, cassava, yam, palm produce, and rubber. Now, like I said, these lists are not exhaustive, number one. These lists are not exhaustive, number one. Number two, this list shows consistency in terms of states in the same region. The fact that they tend to produce similar products. States in the same region tend to produce similar products. Let's look at the next one. Now I'm going to the northern part of the country. And I will start with the northeast, Adamawa, Bauchi, Borno, Gombe, Taraba, and Yobe. This particular video will focus only on agri. The next video I do, or I will be doing, will focus on solid minerals. Adamawa State. What can Adamawa State export? Cocoa, cotton, cassava, gum arabic, groundnut, and yam. Bauchi State. Cotton, cassava, gum arabic, garlic. Gombe State. Sesame seed, ginger, cassava, gum arabic, groundnut, and cotton. Borno State. Sesame seed, garlic, cassava, gum arabic, and groundnut, and yam. Taraba State. Cotton, cassava, gum arabic, groundnut, yam, sesame seed, and cashew nut. Yobe. Cotton, cassava, gum arabic, groundnut, and sesame seed. Let's move on to other parts of the northern state. This time around, I'm moving on to northeastern state. Northeastern state. In the northeastern state of the country, what can northeastern state offer the world? In that area, we have northwestern state. We have Kaduna, Katsina, Kano, Kebbi, Sokoto, Jigawa, and Zamfara state. That is location that have 7 geopolitical zones. 7 states in 1 geopolitical zone in Nigeria. So we have Kaduna. What Kaduna has to offer? Ginger, gum arabic, groundnut, cotton, and cassava. Katsina, sesame seed, cotton, cassava, garlic, and groundnut. Kano, sesame seed, cotton, cassava, garlic, groundnut, and gum arabic. Kebbi State, cotton, cassava, gum arabic, cashew nut, yam, and groundnut. Sokoto State, cotton, cassava, garlic, gum arabic, cashew nut, yam, and groundnut. Jigawa State, sesame seed, cotton, cassava, garlic, gum arabic, and groundnut. Then Zamfara State, cotton, cassava, garlic, gum arabic, and groundnut. Like I said again, you see that congruent states within the same region tend to have similar products they export. We are now moving on to the last geopolitical zone in Nigeria, who say that Nigeria is poor. Nigeria is not poor. The manager of Nigeria are the ones that have poverty thinking, only looking to share instead of creating wealth. Is the manager of the country. These are all essential products that even if we export them in the primary commodity, some states can survive on that alone. Talk less of now adding value, creating jobs, and raking in more dollars, euros, and pounds into the state. The last one today will be North Central State. What can be exported? What are the agricultural commodities that North Central State have to export? In this state area, we have the FCT, we have the Benue, we have Kogi, we have Kwara, we have Niger, we have Plateau State. Let's start with Benue. They call themselves the food basket of the nation, where a lot of mango waste and a number of commodity waste, particularly perishables, fruits. Benue, cassava, ginger, sesame, yam, soybean, cotton, groundnut, and cashew nut. What does Kogi have to offer? Cocoa, sesame, ginger, cotton, cashew nut, and cassava. What does Kwara have to offer? Cocoa, shea nut, yam, sesame, cotton, cashew nut, and cassava. What does Nasarawa have to offer? Gum arabic, shea nut. This is the state that says the solid mineral state. Gum arabic, shea nut, sesame, yam, cotton, cashew nut, cassava, and groundnut. Niger, gum arabic, shea nut, sesame, yam, cotton, cashew nut, cassava, and groundnut. Plateau State, coffee, gum arabic, cassava, and groundnut. And FCT, yam, shea nut, cassava, and cashew nut. What do you notice in all of this? What you notice in all of this is that Nigerian states are not poor. It is the manager of Nigerian state that have poverty thinking. They are not thinking to create wealth for the state. Hence, we are having the issue we are having right now with a lot of state-dependent federal government to be able to survive. Have you learned something here? Drop in the comment. What are the other things your state are producing that